Why do, do, do you have a afraid or something like that, or
Well, my parents never told me to swim, so I don't know why I never learned. I really like going to the beach. I enjoy very much staying at the beach, but I don't know how to swim. So I only go to and I get in the water, but I don't swim.
uh,
Do you know how to
it's a
swim?
sad story. Yeah, I like it. Also, I love it. Surf when I go to the beach. Obviously, in this area of Quintana Roo, it's not um, very useful. Or the waves, it's not common practice this kind of sport. But in Oaxaca, there are a lot of beaches.
Okay, I understand. So, do you like doing this kind of activities?
Yeah, I love it.
How often do you do it?
Well, at least twice per year.
Okay, I understand. Okay, well, thank you so much, Edgar. Do you have any questions?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay. Well, good morning, Mohammed. How are you today?
Good morning, Jose. Fine, fine. Thank you. How are you?
Nice. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm also fine. Thank you. Okay. Well, do you have any questions before we start?
No, no, no.
Okay. I was talking to Edgar about the weather in his city right now. How's the weather out there where you live?
It's rain now. It's rain in my house.
It's raining.
It's rain. It's raining.
Okay. And what's the temperature right now?
Okay. Temperature is 40 degrees.
Okay.
40 degrees.
14 degrees. Okay.
40.
Okay. It's also cold out there. I was telling Edgar that here in Quintana Roo we are in 30 degrees, so it's really hot right now.
Okay. See, yes.
Okay, so well, let's start then with today's English lesson. So, do you remember what we talked about in our previous lesson?
Yes, the unique hotels, no?
Okay, yes, we talk about unique hotels and all the characteristics that this kind of hotels usually have. And we did an activity about this where you write some sentences or some characteristics that makes a hotel unique. Well, so let's continue then with this topic. Okay, this was the activity that I assigned. And these were the words that we didn't learn that day. So we're gonna learn these 6 new words today. And well, this is the first word that we have here, that is access. Have you ever heard about this word before?
Just
Yes, do you know the meaning?
to enter for somewhere, to enter to platform, uh, probably the action to move something.
Okay, as you mentioned, to enter. Okay, okay. This is the meaning. The method or possibility of getting near to a place or person. Okay, getting near, acercarse. Okay, la posibilidad de acercarse a un lugar o persona. And here we have 2 examples. And Benjamin, can you help me reading the first example, please?
Yes. The only access to the beach is by boat.
Okay, thank you. The only access to the village is by boat. Okay. El único acceso a la ciudad o al pueblo es utilizando un bote. Okay. And then we have the second example. Please, Edgar, can you help me read it?
Sure. The main access to is similar to entrance to the building is at the side.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well, in this example, we have the main access to the building is at the side. Okay, as you can see, we have in brackets, okay, the word entrance to. Por lo tanto, sabemos que access es como entrada, ¿ok? Entrar a un lugar. Por ejemplo, la única entrada o la principal entrada al edificio es por los costados. Okay, so the meaning of this word or the equivalent in Spanish is accesar o entrar. Okay, and then first we use this word as a noun, como sustantivo, and then this word also works as a verb, como un verbo, okay? And the meaning is very similar, but in this case, it's more like the action, to be able to get or to get inside a place. Estar disponible para entrar a un lugar. And here we have some examples. Any questions?
No, not at all.
Okay. And here we have the first example that says, it is too difficult for anyone using a wheelchair to access the building. Okay. Es demasiado difícil para aquellos que utilicen silla de ruedas accesar al edificio o entrar al edificio. Okay. Aquí estamos utilizando esta palabra como un verbo. Lo mismo en el siguiente ejemplo. Students need a car to access restricted areas such as residences and labs. Okay. Los estudiantes necesitan una tarjeta para entrar o accesar a algunas áreas restringidas como los laboratorios y cuartos especializados. Okay. So, and the last example that we have here is the basement room is accessed from the outside. Okay, and here we are also using this word as a verb. Okay, and okay, so any questions? Yes, sorry, thank you. El sótano. Okay, estaba confundiendo la palabra. El sótano solo se puede accesar de este cuerpo. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Edgar. So, any questions?
No, we don't have a question.
So, well, and then we have the word accessible. That is an adjective. Do you know this word? Okay, let's see the meaning of this word. To be able to be reached or easily done. Okay, estar dispuesto a alcanzar algo de una manera. Okay, por ejemplo, the resort is easily accessible by road, rail, and air. Okay, el resort es fácilmente accesible por carretera, las vías del tren y por aire. Okay, aquí estamos utilizando esta palabra como un adjetivo. Okay, so these were the first three words that we have here, and then we have the word allocate. Yes, about it.
Locate. ¿Cómo localizar?
Okay, localizar. Well, in this case, we're using this word allocate as a verb, and the meaning in Spanish we can say asignar. Okay. O destinar algo. Okay, let's see the meaning. Allocates. Well, Benjamin, you can read the definition, please.
Just to give some things to someone as their share of a total amount to use in a particular way. The government is allocating 10 million for health education.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, dijimos que era asignar o destinar algo. And the meaning says to give something to someone as their share of a total amount to use in a particular way. Okay, es dar algo a, usualmente dar dinero a cierta persona o a cierta empresa para que se use de alguna manera. Por ejemplo, the government is allocating 10 million pounds for health education. El gobierno está destinando 10 millones de euros para la educación sanitaria. Okay. Destinar o asignar. And then we have the word allocation. And do you know what is allocation? It's the action, okay? The process of giving someone their part of a total amount of something to use in a particular way. As you can see, the meaning is very similar, but in this case, it's the process. Es la acción de dar o asignar dinero a alguien. Okay? The allocation of resources, funds, time. Okay?
Okay.
La destinación o asignación de recursos, fondos y tiempo. Okay, so And finally, we have the word allocated that we are using it as an adjective. So it's very similar to the previous two ones because it says having been granted an allocation, having received something as part of a planned or scheduled disbursement, having been assigned something that was set aside for a particular purpose. Okay, so cuando se utiliza como adjetivo, el significado es muy similar. Aquí nos dice cuando se nos da una asignación, cuando hemos recibido algo como parte de un plan, un desembolso programado. Okay. En general, cuando se nos asigna algo, por ejemplo, the allocated amount, como la cantidad de dinero destinada o el dinero destinado. Okay. Entonces, esas tres palabras son similares y el significado principal es asignar o destinar. Principalmente destinar dinero o fondos. Okay, so any questions so far with these 6 words?
No.
No, not right now.
All right, okay. So let's continue then with some questions. As we were talking, the main topic for this week was about hotels. So we're gonna talk about hotels, some questions related to hotels. So can you see the question?
Yes, we can say.
Okay, so we have the first question that says, which do you prefer to stay in when you travel? Hotels, hostels, or another type of place, and why? And Edgar, can you help me answering this first question, please?
Sure. It depends the keep in mind that you have at the moment you planning the journey or the travel. So, well, I prefer as I mentioned before, I want to book in the Airbnb app because it's more cheaper than the important or the bigger hotels or brands. So I prefer make this booking at these kind of apps. It's better for me. For example, hostels, I don't like it, but in some cases, I try to remember the name, but it was Puerto Escondido in Oaxaca. It was a beach. It was very comfy and friendly because there was a lot of people from different places around the world, so it was very interesting for me.
Okay, nice. That was a good description and answer for this question. So, in general, you prefer depending on the context, right? Right? Or depending on the kind of travel you're doing.
Yeah. Also, it depends your budget, because obviously, if you are a wealthy people, probably you don't need to book in a hostel or a cheaper place.
Okay, I understand. Okay, thank you so much. Well, when you were answering this question, you mentioned the word more cheaper. Do you remember?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, don't worry. But in this case, we only say cheaper. Para decir más barato. We don't say more cheaper because it's already in the word. Okay. The word for barato is cheap. You know that, right?
Yes.
Barato. Pero cuando queremos decir más barato, we say cheaper. We don't say more cheaper. Okay. But in some cases, we can use with other adjectives. Por ejemplo, si queremos decir más inteligente, en este caso, si decimos more intelligent. Okay. For example, if we want to say, si queremos decir más limpio, ¿cómo diríamos?
Sorry, I can hear you very well.
Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay. Por ejemplo, si queremos decir más limpio, ¿cómo diríamos esta palabra? Any ideas?
Very clean. Maybe.
Okay, we can say very clean. That's acceptable. Very clean. Pero en este caso diríamos muy limpio. ¿Okay? Sería muy limpio.
Very clean.
Si
Okay.
queremos decir más limpio, diríamos
Cleaner.
cleaner. Okay, that's right. Cleaner. Más limpio.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Very clean. It's right. It's muy limpio. Pero si queremos decir más limpio, sería clean. Okay. Any questions with this?
Oh.
Not at all.
Okay, so, okay, thank you. Okay, Benjamin, can you help me answering this question too, please? Which do you prefer to stay in?
Yes. Yes, I prefer the hotels, as there are usually a lot of options.
Okay, there are many options of hotels. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so do you usually stay in the hotels when you travel, right?
Yes, because there are usually a lot of options for for different uh, different places, and prefer the hotels.
Okay, that's nice that there are different options in different places, but I think the price varies, right? Depending on the context of the place.
Yes. I compare the price between all the others in that place, and I select the hotels with the best price.
Okay, you choose the right or the more
Choose
convenient. You can use select or choose, both mean the same.
Okay.
Okay, so select is more formal and choose is informal.
Okay.
Okay, okay, thank you so much, Benjamin. And then we have this second question. What are the best and worst things about staying in hotels? Edgar?
Well, the positive things that I found about staying in a hotel is as we discussed the last class, the amenities for these places, that they offer probably everything that you want, you need. Probably they can support you and help you if you have some questions, if you have problems, fix more quickly, if you have some bad or difficult situations. And also, if you want only relax in that period of time, probably it's the best option to stay in the best in the hotel. Talking about the worst thing, obviously the price is more high. Sorry, it's higher. The average or the common places. So I think is the bad option. Also, if you want to explore or find new things, probably if you stay only at the hotel, you never know about more things or interesting things.
Okay, thank you so much, Edgar. That was a nice description for this question, and you mentioned different aspects For example, the amenities that a hotel offers to its guests, and for the bad things you mentioned, the price of some hotels, right?
Right, Jose.
Okay, so you mentioned this sentence, if you want, relax. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the sentence
Confused.
is. Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. What is the difference uh, between relax and chill out?
Okay. To relax and chill out. There are the same. To relax. Let me write. Ok, ambas son la misma, so
Okay.
tienen el mismo significado, both have the same meaning, but we use to relax a more formal context, and to chill out,
Okay.
we use it for informal context. And usually to chill out, it's more common between young people. They use it more
Okay.
like a slang, and,
Yeah.
but the meaning is the same, to relax, to have some time for you. Okay.
Okay.
So, well, well, you mentioned this sentence, if you want, relax. Do you remember?
Yes.
Well, in this case, we are using two verbs together, want and relax. But when we are using two verbs together, we need a preposition between these two verbs. In this case, we need to say, or you need to say, if you want to relax. We cannot
Okay.
say, if you want, relax.
If you want. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
This is a collocation or what
yes.
is? Okay. Okay. Thank
Well,
you.
the structure can be the verb, and there are called two verbs. We mentioned this in the previous lessons, but I think you weren't here. But this is called an infinitive. Have you ever heard about infinitives?
Yes.
Okay, infinitives are those verbs that have the preposition to.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, los verbos que no tienen la preposición to se les conoce como verb infinitives. Okay. Por lo
Okay.
tanto, la estructura sería cuando estamos utilizando dos verbos, sería un verb infinitive más an infinitive. Cuando estamos utilizando ambos, primero tenemos que poner el verb infinitive y luego tenemos que poner el infinitive. El infinitive nos referimos a que debe siempre llevar la preposición to. If you want to relax, if you want to spend time, if you want to buy something, if you want to eat something, okay? So we have to add the preposition.
Okay.
But in some cases, we can use the verbs with the ing ending. Do you know that?
Yes.
For example, we can say, I like doing sports. Or we can say, I like to do sports. Okay, so only with some verbs. Okay, is that clear?
Yes. Well, the problem is remember or try to memorize the special verbs.
Okay, so the verbs, it's not so complicated to memorize those verbs because there are only certain verbs. Se les conoce como verbos estáticos. Son los verbos que no presentan algún movimiento. Así se les conoce. Por ejemplo, el verbo gustar, amar, preferir, like, love, prefer, want. Son los verbos que podemos utilizar con ing. Por ejemplo, ponemos el verbo like y luego el siguiente verbo puede ir con la terminación ing. Por ejemplo, podemos decir, me encanta nadar. I love swimming. But we can also say, I love to swim. Okay.
We can say I loving.
I love it. Okay, I love it. It's not acceptable, but
Okay.
in some cases, some people use it in informal contexts.
All
No,
right.
no podemos utilizar o decir I'm loving porque no sonaría bien y gramaticalmente está incorrecto. Pero algunas
Okay.
personas lo suelen utilizar para decir que están, en este caso, amando o les está gustando mucho una cosa en el momento.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so any questions?
No, thank you for the clarity of this class.
Okay, you're welcome. Benjamin, do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, so let's continue then. Okay, Benjamin, the same question for you. What are the best and worst things about staying in hotels?
Okay, yeah, I think the best things is that you don't have worry about cleaning or cooking, and just have to have relax in in the hotels, or enjoying the amenities, mm, and only that.
Okay, that's the good thing or the best things about staying in hotels, that you don't have to do anything else. You have to
Yes,
relax.
yes.
And the worst thing, what would you say?
Sorry.
And the worst thing, what did you mention?
Cleaning and cooking. Oh,
Okay, that's the best thing about staying at hotels, right?
yes, yes. I don't worry about cleaning or cooking in the
Okay.
hotels. Only rest this and relax.
Okay, okay, excellent. And what do you think are the worst thing? The worst.
Worst things.
Do you know the word worst?
Worst. I don't remember.
We have best. Do you know what is best?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, best. And
Oh, okay.
the contrary,
Bad things about
the bad
a hotel.
things.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. The bad things maybe the cost, if it's very expensive, the hotel, or if it's far away for the best place in their country, or in the beach. Mm, I don't know, or if if have a lot of, of people in the hotels, maybe.
Okay. Okay, excellent. So we are running out of time. Can you join the same link again, please?
Sorry.
Yes.
Can you join to the same link again, please?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so let's continue. Well, Benjamin was mentioning that the good thing or the best thing about staying in a hotel is that he doesn't have to worry about cooking or cleaning the room. The worst thing he mentioned was that the price or cost sometimes it's too high, and sometimes those hotels are very far from the place where he's staying. Right, Benjamin?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Benjamin. So let's continue then with the following question. And this question I think is really interesting. Have you ever been to a really disgusting hotel? Did you stay or did you leave? Edgar?
Yeah, I had oh Jesus, I don't remember the structure there. He pasado por eso.
I have been to
I have been.
that.
Okay, I
Let
have
me write
been
it.
to this casting hotel. With that's the best thing when you're booking with this kind of apps, because it's very tricky the way that they show you the place, the amenities. So when you when you come to the real place, it's totally different. So in my case, I had a bad experience in Bacalar. It was a hostel.
Okay.
And obviously, I left the place. I argued with the host.
Okay, I understand. Then what did you do then? And did you book another hotel or?
Yes, I need to find another hotel. The problem is that was on the night was I don't know how can I say it, when there are a lot of travels in a specific period of time.
Okay, we can say on holiday time when they are
Holiday
traveling
time.
somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So it was more uh, complicated to fight it.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, so I think these kind of situations usually happen to most people. They see some nice pictures on internet and on different apps, and when they arrive to those hotels, okay, they find another different thing than they saw on the internet. Okay, so
Right.
okay, well, you can say this. I have been to discussing hotels, as you mentioned. He estado
Okay.
en ese tipo de hoteles. Okay, and in some cases you mentioned in the night. Do you remember this?
At night, sorry.
Okay, we say at night. Okay, so you also mentioned que necesitabas encontrar otro hotel. I need to find another hotel. Okay, in this case, the sentence is correct. I need to find, but as you are talking in the past, you need to conjugate the verb in the past. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
so you can say, I needed to find another hotel. Necesitaba encontrar otro hotel. Okay,
Okay.
thank you so much, Edgar. Any
Thank you.
questions?
No, Jose. I don't have it.
Okay, so let's continue with another question for Benjamin. Have you ever ordered room service, Benjamin?
Have you ever ordered room service? And I'm usually don't 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 have order room service because it's regular. It's expensive. I'm try to never order
Okay, you mentioned that it's expensive.
room
And what do
service.
you,
I prefer go Mars.
okay, you prefer to
Sorry.
go, okay, you prefer to go to other places.
Yes, I prefer going to go to the market in that place or eat in the beach or go to the other area in that place for know better the 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 dishes about uh, for this place and 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 maybe and regular is more cheap and best eat in this place.
Okay, thank you. So I think, well, you mentioned that it's expensive, so you prefer to go to other places to have some food and drink. Okay, so also the same structure as we were talking to Edgar. You remember the word that I mentioned, cheaper? Do you remember this word? Can you hear me? Please? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I hear you very poorly. I hear you correctly. Okay.
Can you hear me well? Sorry.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sounds better.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, I was asking, or telling Benjamin if he remembers the word cheaper.
Okay.
Okay, and you say more cheap. Do you remember this? In this case, we usually say cheaper, para decir más barato.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, any questions, Benjamin?
No, thank you.
Okay. So let's continue then. We only have 10 minutes, so we have some time to do more questions. Okay, and the same question for Benjamin. Have you ordered room service? Sorry, for Edgar. Edgar?
Sorry, Jose, I can find the question.
It's the same question. Have you ordered room service?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so do you usually order room service when you are in hotel? Or
When
it's okay?
obviously, hungry. That's the only thing when I ask this.
Okay, that's only in some cases. Okay, so let's continue with another question. Thank you, Edgar. Okay. I think this question is now. Okay, what is the nicest hotel you have stayed at? Benjamin?
The nicest hotel, maybe when I a child, and I stay in in a hotel in Cocoyoc, in Cuernavaca, with in the room. The room have a pool, personal pool for only for us, and 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 the hotel in general is have a lot of amenities, have a mini golf or horse, many pools, and our play area play video games area for play for anything any people, and a hotel very mm, so big, with a lot of gardens and forests. I think that is the hotel most nice in my life.
Okay, I think it's interesting to know that you have a pool for you inside the room. Well, I think, was it expensive to stay there?
Sorry, I can hear you.
Okay, was it expensive to stay there?
Expensive? I don't know. I chilled. I don't know the cost for the hotel.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so, well, you mentioned this word most nice. You remember?
Yes.
Okay. in this case, we don't say most nice. We say as if the nicest. Okay, we say nicest
The nice.
instead of most nice. Okay, para decir que es el más bonito, decimos nice.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay. Okay.
thank you for coming. Okay, so I think this question is very similar. So now for Edgar, the same question. What is the nicest hotel you have stayed at?
The nicest hotel that I have stayed was in Cancun. I don't know if you know the Grand View in Cancun.
Yes, I have heard about it.
Yeah, it's very luxury. It's totally different that expensive of unique hotels.
Yeah, okay, I understand. I have heard about that hotel, but I haven't stayed at. I have seen many pictures of it. And was it expensive to stay there?
Well, the thing is was a gift. It, I didn't pay for that booking, but probably if I'm not wrong, right now it's per night more than 5,000.
Okay, so it's really expensive in some cases.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. But did you have fun there?
absolutely.
Okay, I think so. Okay, thank you, Edgar. And well, to finish with this last question, have you ever eaten anything out of the mini mart, the refrigerator, with snacks and drinks? Benjamin?
And I prefer eat out of the hotel. I don't take things of the minimum in the hotel because I think it's expensive and not is nothing special. Only our drinks or 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 ice creams or chips. I never take things for the minibar at the hotel.
Okay, so that was good. There is nothing special on those mini bars. So there are things that you can get outside the hotel, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that was good. Thank you, Benjamin. And the same question for Edgar. Have you ever eaten anything out of the mini bar?
Yes. For example, when I need to drink water, I it's the tricky things for marketing or sales because obviously they know that for example if you have a hangover, probably you need a drink or energy drink for the next to recover your body. So obviously probably the 99% when I have a hangover, it's it's a must to pick it up a bottle of water. So and also in some cases some hotels, for example, I remember how can it's Barcelona brand in Playa Carmen includes all the things that you want in your minibar. So it was very cool.
Okay, that was nice. And was it expensive to have a bottle of water? Yeah.
Oh well, uh, The most expensive bottle of water that I bought was $10.
$10. Okay, yeah, it was expensive. Okay, so $10 for a bottle of water.
Yeah,
Okay, so
and also very small.
okay, okay, so that was expensive. Okay, so
Yeah.
thanks for sharing this with us. Okay, so far, do you have any questions with all of these questions that we have asked today?
No, it's okay.
It's
Thank
okay.
you.
You're welcome. And Edgar?
No, I'm fine.
You're fine. Okay, thank you, guys. And well, before we finish with today's lesson, I would like to remember that you have to continue answering your activities on the Recreo platform. Okay, so you can do it today, tomorrow, but you have to do it. Okay.
Sorry, Jose. I had a problem with your email. I tried to send it last Thursday.
Yep.
Let me send you. It was also, I don't know why I can paste it, the image, but well, it was a warning on my Outlook. I don't know why.
Okay, let me check, but you can send it to my other email if you, okay? This one is the email that I have. You can send it there. Okay.
I sent it at the same email. I don't know
Okay, let me check if I receive it, and if I receive it, I let you know. Okay.
Okay. It was the other mail. Sorry, Jose. I will try with this one. Then, okay.
Okay, you can try with both, but in case the
Okay.
first one doesn't work, you can send it to the other one.
All right.
Okay, Benjamin, I did receive your email. Thank you, and I let you know your.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. And if you don't have any more questions, that'll be it for today. And I see you next week. Have a nice weekend. Thank you so much.
See you.
See you. Have a nice week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Have a good.
Thank you so much.